Right.
Do you want to come out of the sauna and just like...
We can do like a chemo shot afterwards.
Do you want to eat some grapes next to the side of the pool as well?
I'm alright, thanks.
Should I turn this music on?
I don't know, it's directional, I think. So, the beer's over there.
Oh, I forgot.
So we got. Oh. So we're here for your retirement, aren't we?
Yes, a
Yes.
surprise event.
So when did? So this is the end part. This is retirement. When did work start?
Work started in, well, it depends. My first job was as a barman in 1970, 1973.
1973. How old were you then?
I would have been 18, I think. Oh no, yes, I would have been. Yeah.
You'd be 18.
18, yes.
And then a few years after that, Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, yes. That was for the duration of my degree, 4 years.
4 years.
And then after that, it was NEI Nuclear Systems.
Right.
It used to be known as Clark Chapman, where I worked on the design and construction of the prototype fast reactor at Dounreay, the so-called PFR, until 1984, when I got a job for Atkins. That was because the contracts were coming to an end and the job didn't look very secure at NEI, because it was good at NEI and didn't really want to move out of the northeast as such, but needs must. And I moved to Atkins in Warrington.
What's Atkins?
It's a consultancy, and I was there for 2 years, a bit over 2 years.
A consultancy doing nuclear.
It was nuclear stuff,
Nuclear stuff,
same
yeah.
sort of stuff. Yeah.
Was that good or?
Not really. I didn't care for working for them. It was a bit too dodgy. As soon as I started there, I realised it's not the sort of place I wanted to stay.
Dodgy in what way?
Well, there's an example. The office that I was in at Warrington was newly opened, but they'd only just recently closed down an office of civil engineers because the work had dried up, so they were making them all redundant. So I thought, this is the sort of place where you'll find that when the work's there, it's alright, but come any lean spell, you're out on your ear. So I thought, that's just as bad as what I thought was going to happen in the northeast.
Yeah. So job security was a big factor in your
moving to CGB, yeah.
Okay.
And that was 1986, December 1986, when William was 3 months old. Well, no, he wasn't.
So did you start working for them before Will was born or after?
No, after. William was born in Warrington, so I was still working at Warrington until the until the end of November.
So is that job number 4?
Well, it depends.
Bar,
if you,
Caterpillar, any... What was it?
oh well, no, NEI. No, in between where I met your mum, I was working at the Granada service station in Birtley.
So that was before bar.
That was before NEI.
Okay, right.
So it was the bar, then the service station, then Caterpillar, then NEI, then Atkins, and then CEGB. And of course with the CEGB, I started at Barnwood, and then I moved to Warrington, then I moved back down to Stroud.
So that's Gloucester to Manchester to Gloucester.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more or less.
Okay. And then how long were you in Manchester for then? Altrincham?
Altrincham, we were there from 1990 to 1994. August 94 was when we left Altrincham and came back down to Gloucestershire. Started working at Berkeley, but then Berkeley didn't last very long and got moved to Barnwood. So. But that didn't mean a house move, of course, because Berkeley and Barnwood.
Okay. So then how long were you working in Gloucester for total?
Oh, you mean from 94?
Yeah, so when we moved back down...
Yeah, well, until now. So that would be 23 years, I suppose.
23 years. Okay.
23 years at, yeah,
So 23 years, and you finished last week,
last Friday.
last Friday. What date was that?
That was the 30th of June.
30th of June.
Yeah.
So, to celebrate that, we've come to Centre Parks,
Yes.
which you had how much of an idea about? If you're being truthful?
If I'm being truthful, I suspected there was something up because when we were on holiday, your mum asked me to charge up a tablet, and when not to charge up a tablet, to connect it to the Wi-Fi.
Right.
And when I connected it up, you know how the little hangouts come up? There's a hangout for you, mentioning Centre Parks. So I said to Mel, "What's Chris going on about Centre Parks for?" She said, "Shut up, you don't know anything about this," and rapidly snaffled the tablet off me.
So she did a really bad job of keeping it
She could have
secret.
gone. She could have said, "Oh, she was telling me she was going on about something Mark had done or something." She could have, but yeah, I think it. She
Yeah, that
was.
wasn't a very cunning response. Right. So then, on Friday, you got taken under ruse
Yeah,
to
to a
park?
field
To
in
a
the middle
field.
of somewhere. Do they not need to rest after 5 minutes?
No, they're on 1080p.
Ah, right.
So
Well, would you like a grape?
Only if you peel it for me.
Would you like a grape? Strawberry?
that's great off camera. Okay, so then you came to the park, and then did you actually go to the park? The field?
We
sorry.
did. We did go to the field and went around this field because I, despite the fact that I knew there was your mum had been conspiring, I didn't think it was that Friday. I thought it was just something. She explained it as somewhere one of her golf buddies had recommended, and the fact that it was a field, I thought, well, golf buddies, that's what they like, fields with holes in. So that.
So it's almost plausible.
Almost plausible, and with nobody else sort of seemingly being around, I just thought it was there. I must admit, I did think it was a little bit fishy that Tuesday and
Make sure you speak up.
Tuesday and Andrew were.
I was discussing this with
Sorry.
Leanne because we thought it was odd that Andrew wasn't driving, and I was like, surely he'd think something's up. Like, no, he'd just be going out for the day. But they both work full time, do they?
Well, not Andrew doesn't at the moment. He works 3 days a week, and Friday is one of his work days. In fact, Tuesday works full time.
So they're both off on a Friday to come walking with you.
Coming for a day out, yeah.
Although there were only 2 bikes as well, weren't there?
Yeah. There's
So
only
did
2
you
bikes.
suspect any of that part that's been fishy as well?
No, not really. Well, a bit earlier I did, but then there was no telltale sign of anyone else being around.
Okay.
So, and the other thing was, there was none of me stuff being taken away in the car.
Fair enough.
Um,
So when did you actually twig you're going to Centre Parks?
as we started coming along the road up here, I said, mentioned to Mel, is that rat I can smell?
So then, okay. So, can you describe where we're at? So, if you want to later on, we can do cut to B-roll, and you've taken some shots around the inside of the house.
Yes, very
But-
sumptuous.
But could you describe it in your own opinionated words?
Are you accusing me of being opinionated?
Well, no. It's rather than images don't have opinions. So
It's not your mother you're talking to here, you know. It's very swish, is the word I think to describe this.
So it's kind of a log cabinish aesthetic, would you say?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. Sort of has a sort of Scandi feel about it.
So what's it got inside?
It's very well appointed, with 4 double bedrooms, all en suite. A rather swish kitchen with granite worktops and all the mod cons, dishwasher, oven, dancing girls.
No, don't worry. Leanne's trying to prompt us from a distance, but she doesn't realise that we're getting there. So it's got a nice kitchen. It's got a games room.
It does. It has
It's
a games
got a
room,
sauna.
with a billiard snooker table. It has a sauna and with a steam room and
Room
a fast, flashy shower that squirts in all directions.
as well. It's got
The hot tub,
yeah. So how many times have we used the hot tub so far?
every night.
Every night.
And Tuesday and Andrew even had a go on the following morning after we got here.
So what's your favourite part of this house, do you think?
Well, it's not an actual bit of the house. It's, I suppose, more the fact that we've got space and all you lot around, and it's just a sort of very laid back, easygoing.
Leanne, can you tell me how many minutes we're up to on the record times?
Yes, of course I can. Where are we?
Almost 12 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes?
12.
12.
12 minutes. Okay, that's
I'd wrap it
right.
up now.
Sorry?
I'd wrap it up now.
Leanne's bored. She wants the music. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy.
Have you talked about the pottery?
Oh, yes, and we had surprise activities laid on by the glamorous Leanne.
So on Friday, when we first came here, we had some activities, didn't we?
We did. We played crazy golf.
Yeah, and as you'd expect, Melanie did.
Rather poorly, actually. I think I won the first round.
I think you did, and then I won the second.
And you won the second round, yeah.
I think Leanne won it really.
Oh, but if we take into account Mel
The handicap.
mathematics, then Leanne won. But yeah, that was Friday. Friday was hot tub and golf.
It was.
Then
yep.
move on to Saturday. So on Saturday morning, you didn't have any idea what you were doing, did you?
No, I didn't. It was all top secret.
So you get taken to.
Well, no, to begin with, Mel and I went out on the bikes. So we had a tootle around Centre Parks, and then we came back here, and I can't remember what we did when we came back here.
Probably just had breakfast, I can't remember.
Oh, no, we'd had our breakfast before we'd left. No, it must have been lunch. Did we do? We just must have had. No.
I think the first activity started at 11 a.m. maybe.
Yeah, there was something at 11. Forgotten what that was.
Something to do with plates.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was the afternoon. No, we went to the pottery place at 11. I was thinking we came away from that. That's right, because we had the sandwiches after. We took the sandwiches up to there.
So the first activity that you didn't know about
was painting pottery, pot painting.
and your initial feelings on being surprised with this was.
Yeah, I was somewhat taken aback, I must admit. And then when we went into the place and we had to choose what item we were going to decorate with paint, I couldn't think of one to choose. And then when I had several suggestions, such that it was sort of chosen for me, I then couldn't think of what to put on it either. And that was Chris's suggestion then of a scene from the holidays. So that was what I did. I had a look at a photograph of sunset from Croatia.
Painted decoration.
And
Picture that you'd taken.
based it on that. I can't say it looks exactly like the photograph.
But also the pottery is kind of hard to judge, isn't it? Because the colours are different.
Yeah, that's
Until
right. That's
after.
right. Until they've been fired, the colours are completely. Well, they're not completely different, but radically different. Oh, look, company. Oh, we're being joined. Are we not? Oh no, there's going to be a song and dance routine.
Why? Have we finished?
Go for it.
Oh, I was just going to finish.
So pottery also. So we picked them up today, didn't we?
We
So
did.
today is Sunday. So you pick them up the day after they've been going for 12 hours
Yes.
in the oven.
Kiln, I think, is the technical word.
And then now we get to say happy retirement.
Happy retirement!
retirement. I think the initial plan for those was to actually surprise you when you first arrived, but
Yeah, but
we were
we
late.
We arrived first.
Yeah, you arrived first, so that was a bit flawed.
We got there though.
Yup.
So then the second activity, which is what you thought of, which is what?
We went swimming.
No, we didn't.
Oh. Oh no, we didn't. We were, yeah, that's true. I'm getting them in the wrong order here. We went line dancing after we'd had our sandwiches after the pottery.
How do you feel about that?
Well, that was interesting. Very confusing, difficult to coordinate. The something I think if you wanted to be proficient at, you would need to have a fair bit of practice. But yeah, it was good. It was good. And then after that, we went to the swimming place, the slides and stuff, which was good as well. You can't hear the beeps so well. Yeah. So much for the racing line. It was a full busy day, and then there was Gordon Blue cooking on the night by yours truly, Christopher,
And
Nigel Lee and Leanne Faye Collins.
I feel like there's a photo with me with something like this before.
You've converted Tuesday.
cooking on the other night.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. And then more hot tub, etc., etc.
Yep.
And then today, did you do any activities today? More pool?
Yes, we went to the pool again.
Come on!
Behind you. Right, are we ready, Gary?
The other activity which was planned, which was a nature ramble in the woods, had been cancelled because we were the only two people out of 10,000 in Centre Parks.
And we know how you like a nature run.
So yeah, although we did watch Will, Tuesday and Andy swing from tree to tree.
Yeah, you can get in if you want, if you don't mind being on film. I just think that corner's off limits, maybe. I don't know, give it a shot, do whatever.
Sit beside your dad. In a minute. Here.
I want to put more shirt on.
I can do. So what's in store for tomorrow? Nothing is in store for tomorrow?
Well, we have to be out of the accommodation by 10. 10, but we can still make use of the facilities with it in Centre Park, so we can go to the pool where it's nice and cool.
So, what are you most looking forward to during your retirement?
Tricky. Don't know. I'll have
Not
to,
Centre Parks every year. Or...
No, I don't know. It's
You going on holiday soon?
yep. I'm going to Scandinavia, Sweden, Finland, and Norway.
How long for?
Fjords.
The fjords, because your mother's been pining for them. It's 11 days that we'll be going there.
Why not longer? You're retired, aren't you? Are you going to plan a longer one?
Your
now?
mum's
You
not
are
retired though.
She's retired.
No, her calendar is surprisingly full. She doesn't get paid. Well, she does get some money, but it's hardly enough to.
But you're not going back to work, are you?
Unless they have a rush or they have a sort of panic on. I
That doesn't sound like a no.
no. When before I left, they asked if there was sort of if they got short or pushed or whatever at some point, would I?
Just say you're not going back.
Didn't hear
I
that
probably won't.
Probably won't be going
I
back.
probably won't.
That'll do.
Needs to be an ad break in a second.
Ad break.